Next up, we have Stacie Chaiken. Stacie is the founder of What's the Story, an LA-based studio for writers and performers who are wrestling with personal story. She served on the performance faculty of USC School of Theater, was an artist in residence at HUC, and has taught at American Jewish University, NYU, and Bar Ilan. Last year, she served as International Creative Director for Kwibuka, the 20th commemoration of the genocide in Rwanda. Her play, The Dig, about an American archaeologist who's summoned to a dig in Jaffa, will premiere at Los Angeles Theater Center in the spring of 2016, and I expect to see all of you there.
When I went to work in Israel, my mother just died. It was the middle of the Intifada. Things were blowing up. My still tender dad did some statistical research, and based on his findings, he made me promise I would not take the bus, I would not shop the shuk, I would not cross the border, I would not leave Israel, which was bad news for me because I was there to write a play and I wanted to meet people who were Arabs. Why don't you go to an Arab town in Israel? A friend told me about an Israeli guy, Ami, who had a playground project in al-Fahim, which is about 50 miles northeast of Tel Aviv. On my way to meet Ami at a cafe at the beach, I asked frizzy blonde Ronit at the hotel desk for a map just so I could get a sense of where I was going to go. Aren't you scared? She wanted to know. Should I be? Ami is tall and thin, dress shirt and slacks with good American English. I tell him about Ronit at the desk and the map. Yes, he says. Many Jews are afraid to visit the town. Stories about Arabs throwing stones at Jewish cars, the growing presence of Hamas. Between the fundamentalist mayor and the rumors of rocks, many Jews are reluctant to go. But if you are asking me, is it safe? He said. It is as safe as anywhere else in this country. Safer, perhaps, because we are there. We work with people from there. We are known to them. They are known to us. To those who wish to do harm, Jews are an enemy without a face, just as Palestinians are faceless to Jews. Faceless. Not one of us is safe. Saturday at 7, we head out of town in Ami's black SUV. al-Fahim is just off the highway in the desert. Narrow, steep streets. Children reach into the car. Salam, I say. We climb the dirt drive that leads to the site, swerve to avoid skinny dogs, piles of gravel, shovels, bags of cement. Ami's partner at the site is Muhammad. He lives across the way. Short, muscular, mustached, and pressed white shirt. He gives me a tour of the dusty site, leads me to the porch of his stucco home, introduces me to his wife and his mother. His wife, Tamar, stands to greet me. Taller than Muhammad, scarved in green, threaded with gold, echoing deep green eyes. She welcomes me in practiced English. We are so happy to have you visit our home. Muhammad's mother, short and square in black, scarved in black, is perched on the porch in a cloud of smoke from a stub of a cigarette held between two stained fingers. No filter. Salam, I say. She turns away, gets up, stumbles off the porch. You must forgive her, Tamar explained. She had a stroke last year. There are walnuts and dates and sweet mint tea, tiny gold leaf glasses. Muhammad comes back. Please, excuse me, he says, if you do not mind. My mother asks, will you come to her room? He guides me around to the back of the house, through the garden, chickens. A stone path leads to an open door, a dark, wide room. To the left, a makeshift kitchen with stove and fridge. To the right, a swayback cot. Muhammad's mother, her cropped gray head unscarved, is asleep on the cot, folded up like a little child. Muhammad touches her shoulder. She unfurls with a start. Imma, he says. Hebrew. Mother. The American Jewish woman is here. He sets his mother up on the bed, a pack of Cleopatra cigarettes, tin ashtray, a box of matches on a stool close by. A wooden chair is opposite the cot. Sit. And no hello. Suddenly, the old woman says right out in Hebrew, Ani Yehudit. I am Jewish. She was born Jewish in Jaffa, the ancient town at the tip of the beach in Tel Aviv. As a girl, she tells me, Muhammad helps with English when I don't understand. As a girl, she fell in love with a boy in Jaffa, an Arab boy. She points up to a grainy sepia photograph high on the wall across from her bed, smiling down at her. I twist my head. I look up. He's gorgeous. Ken. She grins. Yes, he is handsome, so handsome. Her boy, Muhammad, she said, he is Yafo, just like his father. The name of the town, Jaffa, means gorgeous. They marry. Her husband brings her here to al-Fahim, where his father is the mayor. She converts to Islam and is now longtime widow and matriarch of this realm. When her story soars beyond my grasp of Hebrew, I ask her, Medaber Anglit Katsat, do you have any English? No, she says. No English. Rach Aravit, Ivrit, Sephartit, Arabic. That's Hebrew. I look to Muhammad. Sephartit is French, yes? Muhammad nods. Her mother was French, her father Egyptian. French is his mother's first language. Madame, nous pouvons parler. The old woman shakes her head. She waves her hands low. She reaches for Muhammad to help her. Please, give her a hand. Help her to stand. She shouts again, low, low. Muhammad holds her tight. She pushes him away. She coughs deeply, shaking, reaches for a cigarette, shaking, strikes a match, inhales, coughs again. Is she all right? Is there something I can do? Muhammad puts a blanket over her shoulders. We should probably leave her. I put my face close to her face. I ask, Mashlama, what is your name? Sarah. Muhammad says once we're outside, my mother's name is Sarah. Sometimes she speaks to me in French and weeps. I do not understand why. My Hebrew name is also Sarah. I do not tell Muhammad. Ami tells me Muhammad's mother is old. She feels she is close to the end. She wanted to speak to a Jew, for a Jew to see her, for her to say to them she is a Jew. She could not speak to him because he is a man. That is why he says she asked to speak to you. Is she all right? I ask. She smokes too much. Ami leads me up the stairs at the side of the house into Tamar's sunlit kitchen. On the round wooden table, there's a platter piled with saffron, rice, chicken, a leafy green I've never seen, olives, hummus, fresh bread, cinnamon, cardamom, layers of spice thick in the air. Tamar hands me a big metal pitcher full of water from the well. I pour all round. Muhammad comes up the stairs, his mother in his arms. He gently puts her down in the chair next to mine, my hand palm up on the table beside her. Gom ani Sarah, I whisper in her ear. I am also Sarah. She reaches towards my cheek, touches my lips with smoky fingers like a kiss, meets my palm with hers, entwining her fingers with mine.